Hello, everyone. It's Press to Play here once again, or Flowers in the Dirt, as I'm known on Instagram. And welcome back to my channel. And if you're new to my channel and if you're enjoying the content, please don't forget to follow or subscribe. And as I'm going through my music collection, I'm discovering some old Beatles magazines or Beatles related magazines. And I thought I would go just for fun factor, just to pull some of those out and go through them with you and share them with you in case you haven't seen these before. So today we're going to look at the Beatles Forever. But before we get to that, as promised, I'm going to pull some questions or one question from the Beatles trivia game to kick it off just for some fun. So we'll take a couple out here. Three, I guess I got three of them, but I'll just choose one. Try to find one that's a little tricky. Let's try this one. What drummer was phoned by Paul in August of 1960 to ask if he wanted to audition for the Beatles? So once again, what drummer was phoned by Paul in August of 1960 to ask if he wanted to audition for the Beatles? Was that Ringo? Was it Pete Best or Tommy Moore? And the answer is, I'm pretty sure that's Pete, obviously. And yes, it is. It's Pete Best. His audition took place 2 days later at the Wyvern, I think that's how you say it, Wyvern Social Club in Liverpool. So there you go. So in August 1960, Pete Best got the call from Paul. Very cool. And that's just before they went on their trip to Hamburg. Very cool. Anyway, let's take a look at this. It's kind of fun. It's the Beatles Complete History from Liverpool to Legend, collector's edition, The Beatles Forever. And I'm not sure who published this. This was $6.50 way back when I picked it up. And I think I bought this in university, if I remember, or it was gifted to me. I'm not really sure. And on the back, it has a scene from the Help movie. So let's take a quick look at it. A little bit, yeah, it's a little bit old. It's kind of funny. These old ads they're kind of fun to look at, but you could remember you cut them out and mailed them in. I couldn't imagine cutting the cover. Thank goodness I didn't do it. $10 each. I remember this poster from university. Authentic poster suitable for framing. So that's pretty cool. So check it off and mail it in. The good old days. Anyway, the table of contents, it has the Beatles return TV history, November 19th. Live at the BBC, little chapter on each of the Beatles. So it starts with Paul McCartney, hardest working rock star. Then it gets into the quiet Beatle, George. You get a pull-out poster. I don't think I have it. We'll see. Then it talks about Ringo, bumps and bruises, tonsils, and car crashes. And then John Lennon. And then it talks about his, sadly, his passing in 1980. So there's the Beatles return. I love looking at these ads from the past. So fun to look at. Movie magazines here. There's some nice pictures. I'm more interested in the ads than than the content. The Beatles live at the BBC. Then it goes into Paul first. Look at all the singles he had. That's insane. I went through every one of these singles, by the way. If you go back and look at my playlist on YouTube, I actually did a video for every single single that Paul released in his Wings and solo career, and I think they're on Instagram too, but I did put them all together into a playlist on YouTube. So if you're watching from Instagram, there's a link to my YouTube channel. If you want to go to my bio, you'll find it there. Anyways, all of his albums and singles are listed there. And that's the first tour I saw Paul on, 1989, the Flowers in the Dirt tour. I'll never, ever forget that at the Sky Dome in Toronto. Phenomenal show. Then George Harrison, The Quiet Beatle Turns It Up. Meet the Beatles, the early years. There's John's father. Released that song. Craziness. And then we get into Paul and George. Art School. Long John and the Silver Beatles. I think it was before they changed it to an A, it was the Silver Beatles with two E's, if I remember right, but I could be wrong. That's when they went off to Germany with Pete Best. Stu checks out. It was goodbye to the fifth Beatle. Sadly, he passed away at a very young age. Brian, there's Brian here, and his limo was very sad when he passed away as well. And there's Ringo, the Mersey Beat, the Boys Want You Out. That's when they, sadly, Pete Best was ousted from the group and Ringo was brought in. Sad for Pete, but good for us because Ringo was the perfect fit. Bell Black and Blues, Love Me Do. The riots broke out on the road. There's Beatlemania. The Beatles invade. And I'm assuming that may be the poster they were talking about. I don't think it is. It said pull out. I don't think I have a pull out poster in here. Anyways, that's a nice, cool looking poster though. One bird in the nest went out. Yeah, I think the poster's missing, sadly. Hard Day's Night. In a medal on a Beatle. Back in the USA. There's Help. The drug years. Rubber Soul. Oop, a little bent here. Band you've known for all these years. Goodbye, Brian. That's when he passed away. A Magical Mystery Tour. The White Album. How Do You Like Them Apples? There's the Ballad of John and Yoko. And Divorce Beatles Style. Then that was Abbey Road. And the end. It goes through all the singles here. I may go through all the Beatles singles coming up soon. Maybe next week I'm thinking of doing that. But I do have their box set as well. We'll see. There's all their albums. The Traveling Wilburys, all of George's singles and LPs. And then Ringo, the old Caveman movie. I have that somewhere on DVD. All of Ringo's albums up to that point. And that's when the last single, Weight of the World, Golden Blunders, Time Takes Time. Excellent album. Excellent album. That's the first time I saw Ringo was on that tour. Excellent, fantastic show. Beatles Bumps and Bruises. And at the end, it talks about John. Julian's in here. You know, if he had lived, if he only would have known what he would have come out with. And so sad. I still get upset thinking about it. Anyway, there's John's singles and LPs. And his untimely death in 1980. I wish I signed up for that. That would have been kind of cool. Anyway, there's the Beatles Forever magazine. I'll do a few more. Why not? It's kind of fun to do this. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Take really good care of yourselves. I may be back with more magazines shortly to show them to you. Thanks. And that's it for now. If you're on Instagram, please follow me on YouTube. I have lots of content on there. And if you're watching me from YouTube, you can follow me on Instagram as well. There's links in my bio if you want to go check it out. Anyway, take really good care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.